they manufacture their own, or do they buy, you know?
They have 6 or 7 different companies. It's possible they might have one that makes it and then ships it out to these other packages companies. Apparently it's cheaper to ship them as large loaves than to cut them and take them to little areas.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
So we are.
Which I don't understand.
Big
We
bank
think
isn't taking
about
that
the same price
It's
either
just
way.
that driving.
Somerset Trust took off.
Commissioners, we are live and streaming, and I have 6:59 on the clock.
That's
Chair
all right.
Best, we can begin when you're ready, sir.
Glad to have that.
When you click at the 7, we'll go. It's now 7 p.m. I hereby call the August 11th, 2021 meeting of the Frostburg Planning Commission to order. We will begin our meeting with a roll call of members present.
Jeff Snyder?
Rase.
Conrad Best,
Karen Krogh.
Kristen Carter?
we have a quorum. As we begin, I would ask that anyone presenting business before the commission or individuals who want to comment on business before the commission or other concerns, please come forward to the podium. At the appropriate time, state your name and address for the record. Each meeting is recorded, so please speak loudly and clearly. First item on our agenda is the approval of the previous meeting minutes, obviously.
I have just a typo under 2.1. Should be arrived approximately. For the D.
Duly noted. Thank you, Commissioner Rase. We'll make that correction.
Chair would entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes as corrected.
I make a motion that we approve the amended minutes as written.
Do I have a second?
I'd second it.
Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion passed. Next item on our agenda is citizen comments from the floor.
I'm good if you are.
Okay. Do we have anything that was sent in?
No, Chair Best. As usual, we solicit public comment through our meeting advertisements, and as of 4 p.m. today, none was received.
All right, fine. Moving on, project presentations, the Maryland Department of Planning Annual Report.
Thank you, Chair Best. This is our annual report that we submit to the Maryland Department of Planning. It is specifically in regard to residential permits issued in the calendar year 2020. In this calendar year, we issued 3 single-family dwelling permits. You may notice that that is down by 3 from 2019 when we issued 6 single-family dwelling permits. I have a few notes that I've made regarding that, particularly since 2020 was a particularly challenging year. In 2020, we've issued permits for 3 locations in the Pritchard Farm subdivision. All of them are on Candlewick Court. They are 97, 99, and 117 Candlewick Court. But also in the year 2020, we issued 12 fencing permits, 11 shed permits, 2 detached garage permits, 5 deck permits, and 3 addition permits. Also, we issued 3 commercial building permits in 2020, one for Berkeley Springs Instruments, one for vertical converting, also known as the Sierra Hygiene Site, and one also for Somerset Trust Bank. So despite the fact that single-family permits were down in 2020, we had a lot of activity otherwise. Looking forward to 2021, at this point in 2021, we have already issued 7 single-family dwelling permits. So our 2 active subdivisions, both Pritchard Farm and Sand Spring Run Phase 2, are active and moving. So I think that bodes well for us in the next year.
So all 7, were they in Sandstorm?
6 are in Pritchard Farm, and 1 is in Sand Spring Run
Okay.
Phase 2, but we expect to have another one of those very shortly.
It's nice to hear that Pritchard Farm is finally starting to attract people.
It is. There's a lot of development going on there right now. We're getting ready to move into the next phase. We've issued a major grading permit, and we expect the next phase to start moving rather quickly.
The grading permit is for a residential lot?
It's for a number of residential lots. It's for the next phase in that subdivision. It's
Now,
good
if they can
news.
get materials, then we're gonna be good.
That has been the challenge, and materials have been outrageously inflated in price, but from what we understand, things are starting to stabilize. So we should be looking a little better from here on out.
Okay. And you need a motion to approve this report?
I do, yes, sir. And then the next step is this report will go in front of the mayor and council for a resolution, and then it will be submitted to the Maryland Department of Planning.
Chair would entertain a motion to approve the plan to be forwarded on to mayor and city council.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion on the table. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? Abstention? Hearing none, the motion passed. Do you have anything else for us tonight, or sidebars or anything like that?
I do have, I don't have any administrative business or communications received. If there are any discussion items from the chair or members of the commission, I'd gladly entertain those. Otherwise, I do have a staff report for you in regard to Village Parkway and the Route 36 traffic study.
Yeah, I got some questions on that.
Okay. Okay, so to begin, we've been discussing Village Parkway and the intersection at Route 36, Village Parkway and Bishop Murphy Drive. Based on the large amount of development that's occurring in the industrial park at this time, and a concurrent pedestrian study for the east end of town, a lot of question has been raised regarding the need for a traffic light at that intersection. The previous pedestrian study that was conducted for Allegheny County by Bennett Brewer and Associates did not warrant a traffic light. However, the study did recommend a hawk service light for pedestrian crossing at that area. Based on the significant amount of development that we're seeing in the industrial park at this time, including Berkeley Springs Instruments, vertical converting, also known as Sierra Hygiene, and the potential fuel stop that Smitty's Tires has been proposing. We've seen a sketch plan and a preliminary site plan for that development, and we expect to see a final in the future. Attention has been brought again to that intersection for perhaps the need of a stoplight. So in conjunction with Allegheny County Public Works, Bennett Brewer and Associates has submitted a proposal to do a further traffic study specifically for a traffic signal warrant analysis at that location. This item is on the business meeting agenda for tomorrow's meeting of the Allegheny County Commissioners. It's on the consent agenda. It's item number 5, and I can show that to you. For the fiscal year 2022 Cumberland Area Unified Planning Work Program, the Board of County Commissioners, acting in their authority as the Cumberland Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, commonly referred to as CAMPO, to approve the engineering proposal from BBA for the East End Frostburg pedestrian connection study traffic signal warrant analysis. Sorry, that's a mouthful. In the amount of $11,625 as part of the fiscal year 2022 Unified Planning Work Program. So once that is approved, that study will go underway. An important part of that study includes school traffic. So a significant amount of the traffic study will not occur until school is back in regular session. And I'll gladly entertain any questions you may have.
Along the lines of a traffic study, has anyone from the city looked at pavement analysis going down through there? I was there the other day, that road's falling apart.
The road is in rough shape, and that will be our next step, certainly. We're well aware that there will be increased truck traffic, and part of this current analysis will take that into account. Part of this analysis will include projected amounts of traffic based on development that's currently underway.
Refresh my memory, the project that the county's working on now, that's supposed to bring 300 jobs to the, I think, was that the number they?
The projection for Berkeley Springs Instruments is 50 jobs.
Oh,
This is 50.
50,
That's
50
up.
new ones or plus the ones that they're bringing?
Approximately 25 new ones.
Okay, all right.
They are relatively doubling their capacity in the new building.
I don't know where I got that 300 number from.
That would make a difference.
That would make a huge
Oh, I know it
difference.
well,
The projection for
25
vertical
would be-
converting is to increase from an existing 10 jobs to about 20 to 25.
that's good. Now, if we can just get a Dunkin' Donuts where they can stop and get something on the way.
Working on that.
We can expect to perhaps see something regarding that in the next 30 to 60 days.
Oh, great. I noticed there's movement down in LaVale next to the Taco Bell. Is that something going in there that anybody knows of?
I believe that's going to be the new Starbucks location
Oh,
near Taco
okay.
Bell, yeah.
Great. Good to see things happening in the county.
It is good. It's exciting to see a lot of new development.
Okay. Thank you for the update.
My pleasure.
Any other commissioners have any comments or questions? If not, then let's adjourn the meeting.
Well, are we going to be doing comprehensive planning?
We are doing comprehensive planning, yes. We are getting, well, we have received our American Recovery Plan Act funds, and that's going to help us very much in terms of filling in the void that was lost due to COVID. And those funds are earmarked specifically for those purposes. Unfortunately, when the pandemic struck, our budgets were struck very hard as well. And that's definitely a budget line item that we lost. So while the process was put off for some time, it is back on, and we are preparing an RFP to get ready to go into that phase of comprehensive planning.
So is the idea that, I'm looking, October
I knew it
8th,
was inevitable,
2014.
I just,
So is the idea that we are back approved and we have the new ones before this expires? These are 10 years, right?
Yes, we're on a 10-year cycle for the comprehensive plan, and the end result is due between 2022 and 2024.
Okay.
The very next step will be updating subdivision and land development regulations, and then updating zoning ordinance. We do have a text amendment to city code coming before mayor and council this month in regard to solicitor's permits. That's a city code issue more than it is a zoning code issue, but we're expanding solicitor permits to accommodate a seasonal type of sales that would include seasonal harvests like corn or crabs or things like that that don't necessarily fit in a farmer's market genre, but could very well be accommodated by a seasonal permit. So we're looking to have that happen this month. We're also looking to bring a zoning ordinance text amendment to you in the very near future regarding bed and breakfast uses. Over the last several years, definitely since 2017, several applications have been brought to you for your recommendation to the Board of Zoning Appeals regarding Airbnb uses. At first, we thought that was a trend. Now it appears to be a mainstay. So that's something we'd like to talk about in depth and perhaps update and modernize our text to reflect an Airbnb use. So that's the future.
Short one tonight.
So is it appropriate that I adjourn the meeting now, which I did too prematurely? Okay, we stand adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for your service.